Commentary time. This was not supposed to be the opening. I just, at the very last moment, I decided there should be a recap on, well, the storyline, because if you haven't watched it for 2 months, it can be confusing. Yeah, during the editing I continuously thought, will the people understand this? Will they understand that? So I hope you understood. Okay, the Seventh Doctor stories were much more difficult. And this is the actual opening. It's black currently. Yeah, this is the actual opening. According to Chrono, the best so far. It's similar to Megamind, a movie from a few years ago, when the main character falls into the screen to his death, and I thought that was brilliant, so I did that shot here. No, I won't edit it in due to copyright. But yeah, we start with Alfie falling to his death. Yay! Will he be saved? No, because we already know what's happening, but he won't be saved. The explanation to the copyright trap when the Doctor starts talking in a minute used to be a lot longer, but Chrono helped me edit the script and he said no, that's way too difficult. I read it 5 times and only now I'm starting to understand, so I cut it down to only the effect of the copyright trap and not telling exactly what it is, because the more you explain it, the more difficult it gets, actually. So I re-recorded these lines. No, wait, I did it right the first time, but I edited the script just to make it real quick, not complicated. I just left some info out to make it simple. This is the Doctor's private universe last seen in that terrible Zodin. Not this one. This shot is one of my favorite normal shots. The camera goes down and shows the chameleon circuit, and the Doctor has changed the chameleon circuit to a preset layout so it will appear as a building, so they can recreate 9/11. I recorded this in survival mode, so everything recording this was a bit trial and error. Some shots could not work, so the android falls down, and that was not supposed to happen. There should be androids chasing the Doctor, but yeah, here they are again. This is from the attack in Paris, which happened at the moment as I was writing it. You must have heard it on the news. Yes, Sweet Charlie, a bunch of terrorists shot down people in Paris, and I thought, no, those aren't terrorists. Those are androids which look like terrorists, because the terrorists are active again. Well, a terrorist called the Doctor. Yeah, again, survival mode. It was pretty tense because I really had to turn at the exact moment. This TARDIS scene was also a lot longer, but cut it out timing reasons. The Doctor gets cornered. Was never supposed to happen, but when I recorded it in survival mode, they just cornered me, and I thought, oh well, that will work too. So I changed the script a bit, so the Doctor lasted a bit less long. Yeah, the I don't want that and you don't want that, and Ringo here definitely doesn't want that. That's from the final scene from Pulp Fiction. It's a sort of quote, but now with the Doctor Who characters, Samuel H. Jackson saying that in a movie. It's a brilliant movie. It's a Tarantino movie, so it's a weird movie and it's timey-wimey, but I'm not here to praise other movies. Alfie dematerializes the TARDIS fades, so people fall right through the building. Yeah, when Stefan, the Brigadier, read this, he was like, the Brigadier pulls his gun out, Alfie doesn't see this. Woo! No, Alfie didn't get killed by the Brigadier. And the Doctor doesn't shoot the android, he suddenly got a sword, because I could literally not shoot the android from this angle. in a moment you might see some fire on top of a tree in the distance. That's Lava's work. Yeah, there it is. And is that God? Did he survive? No, it's an android. You don't see him clearly, lad, but yay, there's an android behind God and he's gonna kill him now. But no, it's Red Dash. So the Doctor lowers his gun because it's a red pony and you don't want to shoot a red pony, would you? And it's Jenkins, who died previous episode, and the voice actor of Jenkins didn't know that. Alfie's on his phone because that's what teenagers do. This slow motion shot was done by increasing the frame rate in which I record and then slowing it down so it won't look like you have terrible FPS. Diego in a suit, unlike the old peculiar version in Mission to the Sun. And the Doctor can't shoot him, neither can the Brigadier. They both can't shoot them. And this is a bunch of people, a whole bunch of people, Ace, everyone, the Doctor, Luke, Obama, Carol, the pilots, a doctor, someone from the Middle Ages, a Time Lord, a soldier, again Dr. Stevens, Dr. Matthews, Susan, Ian, and they're following the Doctor on a journey to the Middle East, which is at the opposite side of the world, because Anglo is in the United States. So the Doctor travelled quite a bunch, quite a long distance to get there, but he had his sonic pigs. At least the White Guardian probably gave him one, because, well, that's how he got the second sonic pig in the prequel to this series. Bin Laden let some androids in because the explosion couldn't handle androids appearing beside Bin Laden. This is Blackadder the 5th. He is a patron of SWD and he joined the server and he watches Blackadder, so he noticed my Blackadder reference. I also said that in the commentary of Journey to the North Pole, where I copied a joke from the Blackadder series. This will not be the last time you see this biome. I just saw flickering, that's a glitch. It happened before in part 1. It's not a bad glitch, it only appears for one frame. Here they come and Bin Laden has disappeared. He must be behind the rocket. And some of the tricks I learned from The Walking Dead don't show what the character is seeing just yet, just show the character to build a bit of tension, like here and here. My favorite location, yeah, the previous one was also very good, but I love the Mesa or the Mesa biome. And all these trees, it's lovely, look at it! It's beautiful as hell! The white clay in the background, it's astonishing, splendid. This is not relevant to the commentary whatsoever. But the Doctor is facing a trolley problem. You can Wikipedia it. It's basically, it's a common problem in psychology. Either you do a good thing which leads into a bad thing, or a bad thing which leads into a good thing. And the question is, which is morally good? And he shoots him in the shoulder. And that was me acting as Bin Laden for a quick moment, because Kruno did not say bored. So I added that in just to give the reason Bin Laden's bored, so he shoots the Brigadier because, yeah, he's bored. Yay! Legend of Korra music, the Doctor on a sonic pig led by androids which now obey him. I needed to get a lot of shots in this scene. I wanted to make this a bit weird. I thought a long time about the ending. The Doctor saving the day with his sonic screwdriver and an explosion. A bit of a cliche Sonic Ex Machina ending like the Power of Three. But you know now, it's not the real ending. Alfie died, and that's how they don't die in a world war, because this hasn't stopped the world war. They are still gonna shoot each other. Bin Laden's actions have not been undone whatsoever, unless Alfie became the key to time. And always, Alfie does not respond at all. He just stands there. The Brigadier is all moving about. The only time Alfie moves is when the Doctor calls the androids, and Alfie's head moves in the direction of Bin Laden. Here Alfie says, don't you think that's stolen from the episode Mice Screw Up? Well, yeah, that's me saying, hey guys, this is stolen from the episode Mice Screw Up. I am fully aware of this, I'm even saying it. Because it's a brilliant scene from, you know, it's a series I watch, it's Scrubs. It's a good series, not the best series, but it has some good scenes in it, and this is one. Where do you think we are? I just rewatched this, and I think this scene is it's edited way too fast. Why did I do that? It's supposed to be a bit slower, a bit more pauses between the sentences. Where do you think we are? And then Dr. Cox turns Cox with an X turns around and sees his friend disappeared. That's from Scrubs. And this time Alfie disappeared. And the camera moves and it reveals they're not in a park, they are in a graveyard. Dun dun dun. And there's Katari. Katari is a friend of Alfie because she appeared as an extra in the very first episode of this series. But Katari was actually supposed to appear a bit more, but then she disappeared from the internet, as you know, so she didn't get a role. She was not chasing the Doctor, she's just an extra now. Diego Bryson, that sign was actually in Planet of the Weeping Angels. I had a shot focusing on that, but I removed it afterwards. I was not sure yet if he was really going to die. The Doctor freaks out in his old TARDIS, just punching everything and all. But yeah, when Heaven exploded, I wanted to show that shot. I did not, for I don't know why I did that. And the Doctor resigns from UNIT after, I don't know, we don't know how long the Doctor has worked here, because I messed up the entire BBC canon. The Brigadier is still alive and well and working at UNIT and has a suit even. And when the General says to he recorded that very early, Luke. He did that when he was recording the lines of part 1. But he says, oh, finally the idiot is gone. And the Brigadier is supposed to do a quite a speech against the General, angry. The Doctor is my friend and all. And I removed that. It didn't fit the mood. It's again a bit stolen from Scrubs. I don't want to steal that much from Scrubs. I want to be original. I removed that. But in case you want to know, the Brigadier got fired after that, but we won't see him again for a while. I'll discuss that in a moment. But the Zodian is trying to make the Doctor angry, but it fails. Until he mentions Gallifrey. He does that in a few seconds, and then the Doctor gets angry and all. We don't know why, but our screen went black again. Dang it. I still have enough space left for recording. Yes, I still have enough memory, but in the Trouble Zodian, the 10th Doctor says, those aliens up there have not forgot what you did in the Time War. The Zodian is involved in the Time War one way or another. We'll go into that later this year on new episodes, but it won't be series 3. I think, I'm not sure yet, but series 3 is not gonna happen. This will probably be the last episode of Minecraft Doctor Who. Yes, I know, I said at the end. I know. But just to comment on this, the Doctor appears in his normal clothes, but no, it's not the Doctor, it's an android, because his new worst fear has become the Doctor, and not the people he killed. He fears himself. But no series 3, but don't worry, stuff keeps happening. This shot was supposed to be for the intro, but removed it due to timing reasons. Now I can continue. Minecraft Doctor Who, this is the last episode. Why? What was gonna be series 3 and 4 will now be a new series called... No, I'm not gonna say the name yet, but it will be a new series because it will it won't require foreknowledge of this series. It will have a new format, no more individual stories. It's all gonna be one big piece, and well, people can then start at that episode and won't have to rewatch everything I made in the past 2 years. And some episodes in the past 2 years haven't been that good in my opinion, so I want to make a fresh start and a better series, and this series will be some kind of prequel, or the new series will be a sequel. No, let's not do that. Everything you've seen so far is a prequel. Well, a prequel is supposed to come after a series, actually. No. I'll make a video about that. This is the finale of the entire series, but a new series will come very, very soon, and it will still feature the Doctor, but he won't be the Doctor anymore.